Hello Aries, welcome to your March 2022 reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you this month. Now, as always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that resonate and leave the rest behind. Now, it's kind of impossible to shuffle these cards, but there we go. We have the one. I like that. I'm going to get two animal spirit oracles just to kick off the reading, and then we'll move on to your tarot. Nice. These are two of my favorites. We have Dolphin and we have Deer. Beautiful cards. So the one is a very powerful yet very elusive archetype. It's a card of non-duality. It's a card of one love and what unites all of us together. It can be elusive most of our lives. It's something that we may not even notice in this lifetime, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. This is that energy that we can sometimes even glimpse within ourselves. And it's neither being too small or too large, but still being a part of the universe. You know what I mean? And feeling that we're not important or unimportant. It's that duality that fades away sometimes, and we're just left with that precious knowing that life is a gift and we're both the giver and the receiver of this fortune. Now, I mean, it is elusive, like I said, but I think it has more to do with your conscious mind being more in tune with your subconscious mind and savoring that palpable energy, if that makes sense. If those of you, for those of you who are into the spiritual arts and the esoteric arts, might resonate with this card. For the others, well, it may be a little vague. I do apologize. But all right, now your spirit animals are pretty wonderful. We have Deer. This is a very loving and intuitive, almost graceful energy. It is an earth energy, and it is the feminine aspect of that earth energy. And again, there's no gender in tarot. This talks about, firstly, it could talk about, well, you focusing more on your relationship with your mother. It could be some of you are tapping into the spirit of motherhood. It also talks about newness, new things coming in, new blessings coming in for you to nurture. And it also talks about having absolute gentleness and compassion within a situation. You being a fire sign, it's very easy for you to, Aries, just go, and not really assess a situation too fully before you take action. You can't help it. I mean, you're cardinal fire. I'm an Aries rising, so I totally get this. This talks about almost holding yourself back, but in a very graceful, gentle way. Now we have Dolphin, and this is one of my favorite animal cards for sure. This talks about being a healer. It talks about just being emotionally intelligent, innately intelligent in everything that you do. It talks about changing people's lives, and it can talk about changing the entire course of your own life by healing yourself and healing others. And when it comes to healing, it could very well mean physical healing, but what I'm getting here is it's more about emotional healing. And it's easy for this archetype, for the Dolphin archetype, for you to underestimate the impact that you can make in the world. Again, you are the purebred of the zodiac. You begin the zodiac wheel. And to an extent, you and Pisces being the last zodiac, you guys embody all the zodiacs within. So I feel like you right now might be drawn to the healing arts, and you might be sensitive to the inner workings of the universe, if that makes sense. All right, there could be spiritual awakenings happening in some of your lives, Aries. But let's see. Let's get some tarot. With the Deer card, I'm also getting some kind of good news coming in. Something that you may have even given up on, maybe, but then the minute you take a step back, it's almost like you open the floodgates and it comes to you regardless. All right. Ooh, we have the King and the Queen of Cups together. Interesting. And Six of Wands in the middle. Lovely. We have the Ten of Cups. We have a lot of water happening, especially with the Dolphin. Seven of Swords and the Hermit. All right. Aries. Let me get a quick overview of this before I clarify. Now, I feel that with the Mother and the Father of Cups, or the King and Queen of Cups, this could represent a union. It could represent a partnership. It could, for some of you, represent your parents. Something that has come to light, something that needs to be worked upon, that requires your attention immediately. But what is beautiful is, with the Six of Wands right in the middle, there is success and victory to be seen here. And again, this could be any kind of partnership. If this is like romance for you, I feel like whatever it is that has been plaguing your mind, with a little bit of that gentleness and a little bit of that healing for yourself and for your relationships, it leads to success anyway. With the Ten of Cups right here, again, this is that happy family card. It's having that absolute emotional fulfillment. The Seven of Swords right here is a bit of a hiccup for me. The Seven of Swords is almost an energy of wanting to run away and wanting to preventing yourself from seeing the full picture, because sometimes the picture that you see can be disturbing. So it's almost like putting a blindfold on. And with the Hermit card, it talks about retreating. So we will see what this could be regarding. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. How beautiful is this reading? My God, the Ten of Pentacles. I'm not going to say too much till I get all the clarifiers out. Six of Wands, Page of Swords. Okay, that's too many. The Hanged Man. What I'm getting here, Aries, is all of this is something that you've been manifesting. It's something that you've been willing to come about for you. But I think a few of you are realizing that the more you push and the more you go against the current and the more you chase whatever this is, the more it runs away from you. And I think you are finally realizing the main key to manifestation is letting go of the outcome. Because the Hanged Man and the Hermit card, they are very non-active cards. They're very different from how you operate in the world, Aries. They're almost cards of non-action. So I think that step back that you are taking is what is snowballing this manifestation into fruition. Seven of Wands. Oh my God, I can't even. The Ten of Cups. Look at that. Look at that. That's insane. All right. Very interesting. Clarify the Hermit and then we'll get crossing guards. The Knight of Swords. It's almost that energy where, so some of you, if this is love for you, you guys may not be in contact with your person with the Hanged Man and the Hermit card right here. But I do feel communication could be coming in with the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords comes about with communication that may be very sharp. It may be very quick, and the words spoken may not be thought of all the way through. It's just a blurb. It's just a blurting out of information, if that makes sense. It's not the most tactful energy. We have Justice. Lots of pages. We have the Page of Wands. Ten of Swords. Oh my god, the King of Cups again. You will not even believe it. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. My goodness. Some of you may have a lot of water in your chart, or the person you are dealing with does. But I have never seen a reading like this in my life. It's almost like that goal is there for you to achieve. The energy is there for you to savor. But you are dilly-dallying between, I'm going to take a step back, no, I'm going to persist, no, I'm going to take a step back. It's almost like your energy is fluctuating, and that's confusing the universe. Because see, look at this. We have the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Sneaking away, standing your ground. Sneaking away, standing your ground. The Hanged Man, the Hermit. These are all cards of wanting to just take a step back. But then you're still pursuing this energetically. The key to manifesting is setting an intention and trusting that it will come about for you, and just releasing and letting go. I feel like you're having a hard time letting go. You're trying to let go, you're trying to rid yourself of the outcome, you're trying to get rid of those expectations, but it's almost like you're not being able to. The energy is there, Aries. With the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups showing up twice, it is there for you to latch onto and grab onto. It's there in the 5D, let me put it like that. You might not be able to see it in your reality. I feel with the Justice card, now for some of you, you could be going through a legal separation, and I feel like it's kind of just put a wrench in the works for you. But I feel like with the Page of Swords right on top of the Six of Wands right here, it's almost that energy of having faith. Even if you can't see the progress that you've been wanting to, releasing and having faith that is going to work out for you. With the Hanged Man and the King of Cups, I feel like the person you are dealing with right now may be on the DL. The person just isn't speaking. But while there is no contact happening in this situation, it's almost like there is a lot of inner work and inner healing happening. It's interesting how the Dolphin card is right above the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is that energy of suspending yourself, not taking any action, but even though your feet and your hands are not moving, your brain is. So whoever this person is, it's almost like they are seeing both sides of the coin. They are seeing your side, they are seeing their own side, and trying to reach an equilibrium. And with the King of Cups, there is love here. Most definitely there is love here, but the King of Cups is somebody who is a master at balancing his or her emotions. It's someone who doesn't, the Queen of Cups can be very vocal about her feelings, but the King of Cups keeps those emotions a little reserved. Again, no gender in tarot, take the energy with you. With the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords right here, I do feel that it's almost like the energy of this connection is still young. Even if you've been together for years, the new transformation, the new transformative energy that this relationship is now coming about with is still young. It isn't ripe enough for the plucking. There's more work that needs to be done internally from both sides. I am not getting career here. I wish I was. For those of you who are here for career, I do apologize, but I can't ignore what's on the table. Now, with the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Wands, this is that energy of I am going to persist. I am going to stand up for my beliefs. I know exactly what I want, and I'm going to get it. Now, that can translate to perseverance, but it can also translate to stubbornness. And the worst thing one can do when you are on a spiritual journey and you're trying to manifest the life of your dreams is being stubborn. Because the universe just takes a step back and it says, okay, you can handle it. By all means, go ahead. You don't need me. You have to release, Aries. With the Ten of Cups clarifying the Seven of Swords, again, this is that energy of flip-flopping. All right, I have heard somewhere that I need to let go of the outcome, so I'm going to let go of the outcome. but you may be letting go of the outcome in the 3D. You're not cutting that energetic tie in the 5D. You understand what I mean? We do have the Ten of Swords here. There has been a very painful ending, and it's very closely attached to this King of Cups. Now, even if whatever gender you are dealing with, I feel like the King of Cups is representing your partner. I feel whatever this ending was, this is what has put that wrench in the works for you. I'm going to get one more card on top of this. You have 3 tens, and tens in the tarot are endings which lead to new beginnings. My goodness. Oh my God, this is my first reading. I am fully awake, Aries. The Ten of Swords resets to an Ace of Swords. I said tens in the tarot talk about endings that lead to new beginnings. This is that new beginning. I feel that once you release this, it's going to come back to you. And how? This is just for those of you who are waiting for somebody from the past coming back in. This is a very powerful energy. The Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords showing up together. See, there is an undercurrent of love here. By all means, there is. But it's almost like, you remember I said with the King of Cups and the Hanged Man, this person, whoever it is you're dealing with, they're taking a step back and reassessing everything that happened. And they're almost trying to open up their crown chakra to gain more insight and more wisdom, and not be stuck in their ways, which maybe was the reason that this separation happened. With the Hermit card, it's a very similar energy. It's going within. I feel after whatever healing journey this is that your person has gone through, they are coming about very quickly. But they may not come about the way you want them to. The conversation that comes about will be very clear. It will be very direct and to the point. May not be laced with the kind of love that you are hoping for, but it is communication regardless. Okay, let's get one more card here. What is this reading? This is insane, Aries. The universe is just like, I'm going to keep giving you the same cards because you're not listening to me. Maybe this time out that was taken was for the better. Maybe both of you had a lot of growing up to do. Maybe there was a lot of healing that was required. Strength card, Leo energy. I feel it has taken a lot of courage for both of you to stay away from each other, whatever this is. And I feel that even though there has been a separation, there is a lot of love here. Wow. I'm going back to your spirit oracle. This is talking about that gentleness and almost acceptance. I feel that is something that you need to focus on right now, Aries. Try and step away from that cardinal fire energy that you're born with and go with the flow. Because it's almost like, I did see the Wheel of Fortune flip over just a tiny bit, but it didn't flip over all the way through. But I feel the energy of it. I feel the energy of the Wheel of Fortune saying that accept the good, accept the bad, accept the buts, ifs, maybes, and let go. Because if there was no potential here, I wouldn't be getting all these tens. I wouldn't be getting divine counterparts all over the place. You know, there is potential. But then again, free will can disrupt energy very easily. And free will, that is yours and your person's. So I feel like you can't really control what the other side is doing at the moment. You can only, control your own life and your own actions and your thought process. So what you need to do right now is realize that being the one, it's interesting how your archetype is the one, you being the first sign of the zodiac. Realizing that you are a part of a whole, realizing the power you have as a spirit that belongs to this universe. You understand? Honing in that energy, honing in from that power that the universe comes with, and not focusing too much on the nitty gritties. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting a very look at the bigger picture kind of energy here. because we get so wrapped up in our day-to-day lives, and we start obsessing over the details. We start obsessing over text messages and tones of voice and emojis. You know what I mean? It's almost like we give our power away, whether it is to another person, or it is to technology, or it's even to grammar, you know, not realizing that power resides within us, and we need to hone on to that power to make ourselves greater human beings. All right, this has been a very esoteric reading, I have to say, but I hope this helped even one person out there. Enjoy the rest of March. I will see you next time, Aries. Bye bye.